Hey vibes, my name is Faye and welcome to Vibing with Faye. We are back with another video. If you have not yet, please make sure you have just hurry up and just like it right now. Just like it right now. I say, no, I'm just kidding. But go ahead and like the video. Make sure you subscribe. Your girl's pushing them out. All right. Yeah, let's talk about daycare. Daycare for those with little babies, toddlers, you know what I mean? Daycare. I think daycare is a scam. I don't trust them. I think they're a scam. I think they're too expensive. And I know it costs to put your kid in like a super safe place, but even that don't be safe sometimes. I've seen like cringy videos of people hurting kids at like the best daycares. Like, I don't care. You can see your kid from like an app. I don't care about none of that. It be some crazy shit happen. Plus, I think it's just way too expensive. I think it's a scam. Like, I think, let's see. One time I decided to put my son in a daycare, and I think for like 3 hours for like 5 days, they were going to charge me like $500 a week. What? To watch him, like, I'm giving you all the diapers. I'm giving you the food. You ain't got to do shit but look at him. Like, $500 a week is a lot of money. So, we're getting into these videos of a lot of people that are going through daycare scam. It's a real thing, y'all. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Pas forcer moun ki pa remen remen, attendez. Moun ki pa remen même l'on bal manger la toujours à yo.
You know, everyone is talking about the inflation and crazy ass outrageous prices of everything going up as they should. But I noticed no one has been talking about the insane amount of money people have to pay for fucking daycare.
Talk about it,
My daughter currently goes to a daycare that's down the street from our house, and it's $125. Not bad. That's only $500 a month. I have been trying to reach out to some daycares near my job, which is on the opposite side of town. Let me tell you.
I'm complaining about $500 a week. You talking about $500 a month. God damn. Shit. $5 a month don't sound that bad though. I don't know how many hours the kid is going for, but $5 a month don't sound that bad. I mean, y'all let me know what state you're in. I'm over here in Florida, so I don't know. I guess it's different depending on the city. You know what I mean? Like, maybe, I don't know, maybe the whole state will be like one price. I'm not sure, y'all. No, I take that. I feel like Miami will be higher than like, give me a city in Florida that's like not a lot of people. Bradenton. I feel like Miami will be more expensive than Bradenton. I feel like they don't have a lot of people there, and I don't know. But yeah, let's get into it.
Tell you what I was quoted with the first daycare. They don't do weekly, they do monthly. Their monthly is $1,700. What the fuck are these kids learning? Who is paying that? That is somebody's rent. Yep. I did the math on that. That is $475 a month. I'm sorry, a week. $475 a week? People passing by me wonder why the fuck is she yelling. They would be outraged too. I called a different daycare, you know, in a nearby area. First off, the bitch tells me, well, we're not doing enrollment right now since the school year is almost over. I hate when daycares do that shit. This is not a school. This is daycare. I don't get it because, like, even in school, students can come in the middle of the school year. There have been new students come in April, in January. Any fucking month you think of, new kids is popping up. Now all of a sudden y'all want to act prestigious like a school. If somebody wants to move their child to a new daycare in the middle of whatever month it is, whatever time of school year it is, they should have that freedom to do so. Hell, we're paying. We might as fucking well. Now, she went ahead and told me how much it was because I asked her. $275 a week. I mean, that ain't no $17 a month.
It's not bad.
But that's still ridiculous.
It's not
like,
bad,
these daycares are swindling the fuck out of us parents, and I'm tired of it. I don't think daycare should be over $200. Like, $175 is my max, and I still wouldn't even pay that. And damn. I feel for the parents who pay hella money for daycare, especially single parents. Like, honestly, it would be way different if I could call y'all up at any time and be like, yo, can y'all watch her? And y'all be like, yeah, I might pay $2 for that shit.
Supposedly, you're supposed to sign children up for a daycare or get on a waiting list before they're even born. If you're dating right now, and not even married, if you're dating and you're thinking about having a child, go on to one of these daycares and put your name on the waiting list, because that's how this thing goes. It's a scam. I didn't know that. So I'm so happy. It's my first child. I'm just chilling, vibing. We go on some tours. As we go on some tours and we're looking at different daycare, quickly we find out that we are not prepared.
Wow.
We're there with two other couples, and both of them are pregnant. When is their baby coming? In like 4 months each.
Baby. I didn't know that. Did you guys know that? Because I didn't know that. I don't know. Maybe it's more of the like fancier ones, right? Where there's like a waiting list. I mean, I've never heard about that. Who knew?
Do you know what the biggest scam in America is?
Talk about it.
It's not rent prices. It's not grocery
Childcare.
inflation. It's not gas prices. It is childcare. Nobody told me or prepared me for exactly how expensive childcare would be. So you mean to tell me I need to pay $500 a week for daycare just for my child to get sick every week? Just for me to have to take off work and stop what?
See, she said $500 a week. See, that's what I was saying. So I don't know what state you in, sis, but yeah, it was $500 a week.
I'm doing to stay home and take care of my child.
Yep.
Just to keep paying daycare,
Yep.
baby. That's why my child lasted in daycare for all of 3 weeks. Okay, I hated daycare. I was like, listen, if I have to not work and stay home with my child, that's what I'm gonna do, because that daycare stuff is not it.
It's not.
It is like paying rent twice. You still have to send them with their bottles made. You have to pay for holidays. Why am I paying for daycare and I had to be home with my child? Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
Daycare is hands down the biggest scam ever. So if you're pregnant right now, or you have kids, or you're thinking about having kids, just know childcare costs are not for the weak, okay? And don't think that you're just gonna go get a nanny unless you got an extra $1,000 a week to spend.
That's why I need to be rich. That's why I need to win that lottery, okay? I need to manifest that, okay? And even that, I mean, I'm probably going to be with the nanny too. Because y'all already know I don't leave my kid with nobody, okay? I don't leave him with nobody, okay? Shit. That's crazy, y'all.
I'll sum it up in 2 major points. Number 1, back in December 2021, I was about 10 weeks pregnant with my twins. I started looking for daycares. I reached out to about 6 or 7, hoping that one of them would have 2 slots open. Not only did none of them have any slots open, they were all waitlisted for 2 years. So are you telling parents that we now have to put our names on daycare lists before we even know we're pregnant? Number 2, let's get into the cost of daycare. The cheapest daycare I found in my area was going to charge me $1,912 a month for 1 kid, but I have double the blessings. So that's about $3,800 a month. Multiply that by 12 and we're at about $46,000 a year. Imagine.
Y'all don't have babies. Don't have them. Don't have them. That's crazy. Unless you got it like that. That is crazy, y'all. To pay that much, I might as well stay home with him. What are we talking about? The money that you could do. How much you could do with all that money that you're giving to daycare. Listen, I promote stay-at-home moms. If the guy's working and he's paying all the bills, you know, I like women who are like stay at home. I'm all for that. That whole like stay at home mom shit. You know, you might have a side hustle, you make some. I'm all for also, if you're a stay at home mom, to find a side hustle where you can make something. You know what I mean? But other than that, like, yeah, I'm all for staying home with your kid. I'm all for that. I promote that because this shit right here is crazy. That's crazy.
Having one bill 3 times the amount of your mortgage. And yet working parents have no other fucking choice, because where do we put our kids while we work? And listen, I know you cannot put a price on your child's life, but come the fuck on! Should I just claim bankruptcy now or what? The whole thing's a fucking scam to me.
Y'all know what I hate more than anything in this country? There's a lot of things that I hate, but the one thing that I hate more than anything is fucking daycare costs. Like, what in the actual hell? What in the actual hell? The only way that you can get discounted daycare or free daycare is if you're below a certain line, right? Well, me and my husband we make okay money, but
not a lot of white people got this problem. Not a lot of white people got this problem, okay? Okay, now I don't know. I think that let me not say a lot of white people. When I mean not a lot of people got the problem, like not. For you to qualify for what's that program? What is that program called? There's a program for daycare. I think it's a early care or something like that, and it's for your toddlers and your babies. And then like a lot of people pay like maybe $75 a week. That's really good. I mean, if you're making money and you don't qualify for that shit, you're fucked. You're fucked. And then also for you to qualify for it as like a mom, you gotta like low key put the dude on child support. You have to say you're single even if the dude is in the home. You kind of gotta lie about it. A lot of people cut corners, you know what I mean? So sorry sis, you don't qualify for it. But it's okay though. It's kind of a good thing to not be on the program, I guess. I don't know. You guys let me know. Like, if you had all the money in the world and you know you could, not all the money in the world, but if you made enough money and you didn't qualify because you make too much or you're married or whatever and you don't qualify, would you lie to get on it just to not pay that much for daycare? A lot of people would.
But now that we have to pay daycare, we go below the line. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. I have to pay $1,000 a month for my kid to go to daycare in the morning. I have 2 kids. For them to go to daycare in the morning for 1 hour. Not even 1 hour. We drop them off at like 6:30 and they have to be at school by like 7:30. And after school, they get to the daycare at like, I don't know, between like 3:45 and 4, and we pick them up at 5. And I pay $1,000 a month for that. That is like the dumbest thing I've ever heard, and it pisses me off. I can understand why people stay home. I mean, then you won't have any money. That's the problem. Like, it's just frustrating. Like, how can they charge this much, but then pay these 18, 20-year-olds that are working in there with like 20 kids? How can they pay them like $10 an hour?
Exactly. That's how they do it. That's how, the only way for you to make money is for you to own the company. She's absolutely right. They charge so much, but these 18, 20-year-olds are getting paid bare minimum. They're not getting paid shit. They're not gonna pay shit. And that's why a lot of them mistreat your kids. That's another thing to think about, y'all. These daycare workers are getting paid bare minimum. They're younger. They're getting paid bare minimum. They get frustrated with your baby and they mistreat your kid, okay? Baby, somebody ever put their hand on my son, honey? I am clocking it, honey. Baby, lock me up. All right, I'm ready to go. Baby, I'm calling the cops on myself. I'm telling them to meet me there. Because I'm about to beat a bitch up. I'm telling y'all. That's a lot of them. Like, I don't know a lot of daycare workers that make a lot of money. They're all usually young or they're super old. And yeah. You know, and a lot of people don't have grandparents they can leave their kids with or have them near. That's another thing when they're not near. You know what I mean? Like, you could have your grandparents. So let's say, like, for us, right? We live in Boca. Now, my mom passed away. My dad passed away. Odini parents are still here. That's my dude's name. But his mom is like a 50-minute drive to Miami. Okay. That's not going to work. Between traffic here and there. You know what I'm saying? That's not going to work. I'm saying, you know what I mean? But thank God I stay home. So I stay home. I do this. This is my thing. I work from home, thank God, right? But if I had to leave and drive, that would be a hassle. There's no way. So I know people like, oh, where's your grandparents? They live too far. Good traffic is a bitch. There's no way.
Like, no wonder there's turnover. No wonder the employees are unhappy. No wonder.
Say it, girl.
Pisses me off. Like, where's all the money going?
To them.
Where's it going?
To the owners.
Plus, they get a snack. Okay. They feed them some goldfish.
Right.
Or like,
fuck that goldfish.
Ugh, makes me so mad. Y'all know what I hate more than any.
All right, y'all. Now look, it's a scam. Listen, I don't know a lot of people who, I know a lot of people that work in daycare. I don't know a lot of people that use daycare. The women that I know with kids, their kids is at home with them, or their grandma, the grandma watches the kids. But I know a lot of daycare workers, and they don't make a lot. They don't make shit. You know what I mean? They're younger. They don't make nothing. One of them is actually my niece, and she don't make shit. She don't make shit. As much as she like kids, she doesn't make anything. She makes just enough to get her hair done. But she's young, right? She doesn't have any real bills. She don't have any kids, but still. So I don't know. You guys let me know how y'all feel about that. What state do you live in? What city do you live in? And are you also paying for childcare, and how expensive is it? Let's have this conversation. My name is Faye. Thank you for vibing with Faye. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Ciao.
Look at me. Do I look like I care? Look, just take it. Do I look like I... Look at me. Look, no, Sharice, look at me.